Hey guys, this is going to be a market outlook video going into next week. It's week 2 of the war that's happening, so it's going to be another very volatile and interesting week. So I'm pretty curious to see what will happen. I've got a bit of a plan going into next week, depending whether we are bullish or bearish, with news that will come out in the future, and depending how we react off of some levels, I should have trades to be taken. Hopefully, depending if they present themselves or not. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm kind of thinking. So I'm gonna run through gold and NQ and tell you what I believe is gonna happen. So let's hop on the daily chart for gold. So we were looking bullish on gold, and then we had these two down candles. This is Monday, so really just Tuesday. Tuesday was a very bearish day. That was because the dollar decided to come up a lot. So the dollar went up a lot, and that means the demand for gold goes down. So gold took a hit, and I didn't think that would overpower the war, but it did. So with with DXY going up, gold went down and reacted off of that pretty much. We formed a daily BPR, a bearish one, and then we're inside a bullish daily fair value gap. So the fact that we're in between these two confluences is pretty is pretty tough and annoying, because for me in these situations I have to wait. I can't anticipate we're going to break this daily BPR or anticipate we're going to break this daily fair value gap that's been previously respected. I'm leaning towards bullish, but we also could very much be bearish. If we come into this daily BPR, we could still very much go down, as by the looks of things, we've just broken this level here, telling me it's a lower low, indicating we could form that higher low and then distribute to the downside. Or we could pass this daily BPR and inverse it, signaling we're coming for this and all-time highs, which is this white line up here. But I'd need to see this daily BPR get inversed before looking for longs. We could come into this daily fair value gap again and possibly inverse it. If we inverse this daily fair value gap as it's been previously respected, I would be keen for shorts. And I would be keen for shorts all the way for this, and this. Yes, that would be, let's have a look. Yeah, 15% drop, which we could get because gold did correct itself here, but I still do think it's way too overbought. Now we're due for another massive correction. It's just because of war, it's very hard to anticipate that, as we are supposed to be really bullish. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If we inverse this daily, I'd be looking for shorts, and if we come up and close above this daily BPR, I'd be looking for longs. And I have to be patient and sit on my hands with this, because when we're in between these two things, what can also happen is we just chop. We just chop until we break it, and that could be days, a week, who knows. If more war news comes out, I would think we would start to go up, but yeah, it's really up to Trump, I suppose, isn't it? So just sitting on my hands with gold, and yeah, as I said, like overall, we're in an uptrend, we're bullish, but we broke structure to the downside here on the daily, and we could be forming just that lower high, which would be in that daily BPR, which would be respecting this daily BPR to then just inverse this daily. But anything can happen. We can come down here, up here, we can rip straight through it, come back down, rip. Um, Anything can happen. So that's my verdict for gold. I'm more keen for longs, however. NQ. So NQ, we are overall people who wanted to get out of stocks. So in war situations, people want to like take their risk off and go into safe haven assets like gold and the US dollar. That's why the US dollar ripped on that Monday, Tuesday, and gold went down. So with the anticipation of people wanting to get out of gold, NQ, then it should go down, but we didn't. We haven't. As that Wednesday, we went up a fair bit. We went up a total of 3%, which is pretty crazy, but we are in this chop phase right here. So I want to tell you guys why I'm bearish. So I'm bearish because we're respecting this key level up here, which we have been for a month. And we have this level down here that I said in the last video, why I believe we'll break it. And I got written down here, I don't think this demand zone is going to be respected again after it chopped its way out instead of having a clear bullish structure. Yeah, so like we hit this zone, good reaction out, hit this zone, decent reaction out, chop, hit this zone, chop. So we're just getting less and less volume out of that zone, telling me that we're going to break it. We have a lot of sell side liquidity here that, like me personally, I just feel like we're going to want to grab so bad. We have SMTs, but I don't care about SMTs. It's just not part of the strategy for me. So with all that liquidity being there, with the bearish risk-off sentiment, with the war, like we should be going down. Haven't done my research on NQ. ChatGPT is great for this. I used ChatGPT for a lot of my analysis and kind of intel, which is like it's very helpful. Instead of looking at Google and looking at other things, ChatGPT kind of sums it up for you. But I'm not just copying ChatGPT, I'm implementing other things as well, like technical analysis. So with this level down here, with all this liquidity down here that we've got to want to take, with people getting out of stocks, and we are in a downtrend on that 4 hour, and let's turn the magnet back on. We did get a retrace into equilibrium, which was this candle here, the second last candle of the week. So we retraced to equilibrium. We didn't hit the 4 hour fair value gap, which also has a 1 hour really good entry for a short. But that could just be signaling how bearish we are. We're coming back for EQ, and now we're going to distribute to the downside. This was just a little a lower high, I suppose. So we're in this bullish we're in this bullish 4 hour fair value gap. It's not a high confluence fair value gap. I do think it's going to get broken. We have too much liquidity down here to grab. The daily time frame is chopping. I mean, there's nothing here. We are just chopping. That's shocking. So I think we're just going to come down for this liquidity, seeing that we are bearish overall. The entry I'm looking at, and this is entry that's like already here printed on a chart. So I'm sure when Monday comes around, we're going to print, new candlesticks, and there could be more entries. But as of now, we have a really good setup. So we have BPR paired with that low in the middle. This one here, that's A plus. That is awesome. I find these tend to play out a lot more. So we have equilibrium here. If we can get a retracement back up to here, I'd be so willing to take shorts towards these lows down here, these lows here. I would really make the most of it, seeing that we are really bearish. We do have great shorts up here, and being patient and waiting for these is also a great idea. But like I said before, we got this retracement. Yesterday we dumped 2% in London session, which is wild. So I did not think New York would continue going down. I was like, right, New York's just going to retrace, which is what we did. We retraced, hit equilibrium, and now we're getting rotations to the downside again. All I need is this internal range to get to get tapped on EQ, and then I'd be willing to short it again on the live and on the fundeds, and just I think New York hopefully plays out and we hit all that liquidity. But that's pretty much it from me. We are bearish on NQ fundamentally, and then gold is pretty uncertain. That's why we're chopping as well on gold, because we are uncertain. With the war that's happening, we don't know if it's getting worse or it's escalating or what's happening. It's more just Iran's getting bombed, full stop. And I think we need more news, like confirming a lot more things or changing some things, because it's just, I don't know. If we literally right here, um, if we up on the DXY, yeah, we ripped right here. So that's why gold's taking a hit, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping this Daily Vega holds, because if we don't, I would not want to be targeting these. But they are the draws to target, as that would make me bearish. So that's it for the video. That's a market outlook. I'm not going to do the Dow. The Dow moves like NQ, I suppose, but it's been moving a lot differently. It's been having a lot of volatility. We are like, we are bearish on the Dow. We are hella bearish. If we hop on that like 1 hour, it's just, yeah. But that's it. This week was, it was a tough week to get through. It was very hard to predict and all that. That's all from me. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, all that, and have a good night or day.